Welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky. This typically happens, but I wanted to get this video ready a lot sooner than I did mainly because in this case I wanted to talk about the Spider-Man movie, which I saw and it's like totally great. It's like probably the best movie of the year, and I wanted to talk about it, but it took me 9 days from when I saw it. I didn't see it on opening night, but it still took me a while to get this done, and I haven't even got the last video uploaded. Like, this will be video 29, and then so video 28. Basically, I probably can upload it whenever I want, but I just haven't done it yet. I was taking a while. In my defense, all the videos, I think 25 to 27, were pretty difficult. There's like all kinds of audio issues and stuff that I had to fix, so I did spend a lot of time fixing those. Before I start talking about Spider-Man, there's just a couple of quick points that I want to do. Just a couple of quick things that I wanted to talk about that I figure I might as well point in. So the first thing is, before, when I was talking about the Wonder Woman movie, I realized as I was fixing the audio for that to upload it, because that was in like 25 to 27, somewhere in there. I realized that I started a point where I said that during the fight scene between Wonder Woman and Ares, that I was thinking something, and I didn't finish that. And I have no idea what I was thinking, and it's kind of bothering me, because like I kind of want to know how I was going to end up, but no, I just didn't finish that sentence, which is weird. Also, I noticed while doing that my mouse does pick up on the mic, and it makes like the most annoying sound ever. I don't understand. Like, I'll just stop talking for a second. Yeah, that was my mouse. I don't know if it picked up this time, but if you heard an annoying sound just then, that was my mouse. What else? Oh yeah, in some of the videos, and I don't think I've done it for a while, but I made kind of like a lips parting sound, like a sound. I don't know if that picked up either, which I kind of felt bad about, but at the same time, like, if you've ever seen the show, I saw it on Netflix, it's a BBC show, it's Father Brown. He makes that sound all the time, so I feel less bad about it. Here's something I saw. A headline, did not read the article. Apparently fans are sexist. That's right. Yeah, I don't know. But to be fair, they have also said, when I say they, I mean certain feminists have said that farting promotes a rape culture. Do with that what you will. Here's a point I wanted to go over as well. This is actually Spider-Man related. So there's a new Spider-Man cartoon coming out. People hate it. Like, just the trailers and stuff. I don't know why. It looks amazing. I mean, I do kind of miss Ultimate Spider-Man, but people hated Ultimate Spider-Man too. And when I say people, I mean commenters of stuff. And I feel like commenters are particularly salty people, because they always comment mean things. Either that or they do the opposite, and they comment overly, like, just things that are overly happy or praiseful or like optimistic or positive. And it's like, can't you just go in the middle? Why do you have to be like? Cause I don't like people like that in real life either. We're just overly happy. It's like, it's weird, and I don't like it. Just please. And I don't like people who are overly like pessimistic. Wow, let me try that again. Pessimistic, sad, and like down and everything. They just have to like, rain on everybody's parade. Like, can't you just pick the middle and just have like a normal reaction to things? Yeah. Here's the other thing I wanted to talk about, because this is just a quick little point. I saw on iTunes there's a song with the word hoochie in the title, and I don't even remember. Wow, let me try that again. I don't even remember what it was called, but it was censored. They actually censored the word hoochie. Can you believe that? And I'm just reaching for some water real quick, because I think the main reason I can't pronounce anything is because my mouth is kind of dry, so I'm just going to drink real quick. Hopefully you can't hear that, but if you can, then it makes the narration more like organic and like, immersive or something. I don't know. I also do have to be careful, because I do have a tendency to talk either really loud or really quiet, and that was one of the reasons I had to play around with the audio, because sometimes I would talk really loud and sometimes real quiet, and then if I put some of the audio up too high, it would be, some of my voice would be peaking, and some of it basically wouldn't pick up, so I had to, mess around with that. Yeah, so that's basically all the points here. Just something else not really on the list of things I wanted to mention before we talk about Spider-Man, but basically the chair I'm sitting in right now has no arms on it, and this is amazing, because basically I don't know, just someone had a chair without arms, and I'm like, dude, can I trade you? Can I trade you my chair for your chair without arms? Because you cannot play. I try to play guitar in the chair of arms, and it like will not work. Like it's really hard because of the way you have to position yourself with the arms. But this is so easy to play guitar in. But it's so weird because since there's no armrests, like I'll try to be putting my arms down, and I'm just like leaning all the way over to the side, which is so weird. Wow, I just wasted 5 minutes on all those things. But let me waste a little bit more time and just say, I think I mentioned in the previous video we had like a huge problem with mosquitoes. So basically, I was running around plugging holes in the house, and eventually we did, I think, plug the final hole in all the mosquitoes. There's still like a fair amount of them, but there's not that many, so that's okay. And here's something, I didn't have it on my list of little points, but I just thought of it. Because like we're renovating one of the bathrooms, but we kind of had to stop part way because there's no money to the last bit, which is putting in a floor and then putting the toilet back in. But we did at least put in a new shower. But basically, before we had 2 bathrooms that could be used because there's multiple people who live here, and I'm going to need another drink in a second. But now there's only one, so it's so weird because like at normal times when you would think there'd be a lot of people trying to use the bathroom, there isn't. And but like at 2 a.m. in the morning, there's like all kinds of like you're just waiting on like multiple people, and this was a really weird bug here. Like I don't know what happened, but it was weird. Anyways, okay, I'm probably going to start talking about Spider-Man. Spider-Man Homecoming, great movie. I loved everything they did with it. It was kind of weird because he was so like unsure of himself and polite, whereas like other iterations of Spider-Man are pretty like intimidating and scary, and they act like they know what they're doing. So like in the interrogation scene, I'm not going to spoil anything. Don't worry. See that like the turret's not even on the ship. Like really? Like what happened? Why is it shooting? I know it's shooting at that ship that's just frozen in space, but like, what's going on? It's so weird. I'm not going to spoil anything though. He interrogated a guy. That's all I'm spoiling. I mean, you know, he's interrogated guys in other movies, so I mean, I guess that's not major spoilers, but yeah, I was like, for me, I was thinking about how some of the different iterations of Spider-Man would have handled that. And to me, who's the guy in those really old Spider-Man movies, Tobey Maguire or something? You know, I think he would have just been crying, but like, I have to interrogate you, and it makes me sad. He's a guy. He's like that chef. What's his name? The Naked Chef or whatever, who's always crying. And here, by the way, this was another little glitch, and basically, this is because this is basically like the first video I have that's like all Pathfinder update. So because of the fact that they did like the whole Steam controller and they offered native support for that, there was some like just some hiccups that came with that. And one of the things is that like it would kind of like hold X when you walked around, so that you would automatically like talk to people without actually pressing it. And you could fix that in like the thing where you can the Steam controller thing. Because the other thing too is you can like set up the controls for your Xbox controller that way for No Man's Sky as well, and it's like native support, so it's really good. But at the same time, you do get issues like this. Other people have the same issue too, because I did look it up. And I'm just going to take a drink of water real quick. Alright. But yeah, and then so back to the Spider-Man point. And I want to make sure I don't run out of time on this. But there were like, I think, was it Andrew Garfield? Yeah. He, like, I mean, well, obviously there was an interrogation scene in the movie. There might have been in the Tobey Maguire one, but I don't remember. It's been so like long ago that I've seen that. And to be honest, I didn't really like those ones that much. The Andrew Garfield ones I didn't like that much either, but I felt like he did a much better job as playing Spider-Man. But I mean, we already know what he would do interrogating a guy. You just shoot him with like the webbing in the crotch, and you know, make a lot of quips and be really insulting, right? And that's what I mean. Like, he was the exact opposite of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, because like Tom Holland's Spider-Man was like so polite in the movie, and there's even a bit where he like threw a guy against the wall and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, that looks like it must have hurt. Oh, that was too hard. I'm sorry." I'm like, but you're Spider-Man and he's a bad guy. I mean, you throw bad guys and you don't care, right? Like, it's all good. you know, I do like like the line in the Andrew Garfield movie, um, where he goes, where the guy goes, "Are you the cop? Are you cops or something?" And he goes, "Oh, you think I'm the cops? I'm dressed in red and blue spandex, and you think I'm the cops? Wow, wow, you're like top of the class. You're like really high up on the G." Well, you know, I thought that was funny. There, I had a milestone, but I think I accidentally, like, because you can cancel the little milestone pop-up at least. I think they introduced that in Pathfinder as well, and I accidentally canceled it. That would have been for talking to people, which the good thing about the auto talk glitch is I might not have talked to anybody. I might have accidentally, missed some people, but the little glitch made me talk to everybody at least, so that's good. What else about the Spider-Man movie? Oh yeah, I was gonna say also, like, the cartoons. It's funny how they, or it's interesting to me how they would have handled it, because, like, I don't know, like the 1990 Spider-Man, that one got like kind of dark sometimes, and it's like really weird. And would have, I do love it, by the way. I thought that was phenomenal show, but you know, he would have been like, "Heaven help me! If you don't tell me what I need to know, I can't be liable for what I'll do next." You know, sometimes they went in that direction. You know, I think Ultimate Spider-Man would have just been, "Not touching, you can't do anything, not touching, you can't do anything," because he never really, like, physically hurt anybody, you know, like, but the verbal abuse was real, right? Like, you know, sometimes it was like, "Look, I know they're a villain, but they clearly have some kind of mental illness or something, so can we lay off the bullying?" You know, like, at the same time, like, he's Spider-Man, so he's supposed to be sarcastic and make funny quips, and that was the one thing about the Homecoming movie. Actually, two things. He didn't make a lot of quips and stuff, like, he didn't make a lot of jokes, and also, he didn't really have any spider sense, which is weird. I mean, not that he did in Civil War, but, you know, and I'm running out of time here. I might have to finish this in the next video. And I just distracted myself from what I was about to say next, so now I forget. Oh yeah, no, I remember. In the bank scene that was in the trailer, where he goes, "You guys aren't the real Avengers. I can tell Hulk gives it away." They changed the line, and they made it something stupid. So I thought that was kind of crappy, because they just, the joke they put in was just, "Hey, did you guys forget your pin?" Like, and then later they're, you know, hurting him, and he goes, "I'm starting to think you guys aren't the real Avengers." And the only funny thing he said that they added in, that I guess he couldn't have said if he did start off by saying "you guys aren't the real Avengers," is he said, "Iron Man, why are you robbing a bank? You're like a billionaire." And by the way, like, those little lines aren't really spoilers, because they did, I mean, they are kind of, but they did, you know, say that they were going to use some of those lines in, like, you know, pre-movie stuff, like interviews and stuff, I guess. So I don't know. It just feels kind of unfortunate to me. I don't like that. I don't know. The other thing that was funny, because I know people got upset at Iron Fist because he's not a minority, or he's not Asian or whatever. And it's like, oh no, he's white. But they put in a lot of minorities into Spider-Man Homecoming, and I feel like that also might upset people, because it's just, you know, you can't please everybody kind of deal. But Flash Thompson is like Indian or something. I don't know if that's not his ethnicity. If I'm wrong, then forgive me. But you know, he's whatever. And it was so weird to me, because I really, if anyone should have stayed white, I feel like it was him. Like, if they wanted to make Spider-Man Indian, that, to me, that would have felt more. And I'm joking, but you know, it's just, and I don't know. And I think part of the reason is because he's you know, a real jerk. Like, he's kind of not a nice person. He's a bully and stuff. You know, and I have to remind myself, don't be racist. Indians can be douchebags too. It's not just white people. Not just white people can be pricks. Indians as well, right? But it's just so weird, and I don't know if that's why. I think that's why. Just because he's such a mean character, I expect him to be white, which is, you know, but whatever. And it's also weird because he was rich. And I know sometimes Flash Thompson is rich, but I kind of think of him as being poor, you know? So, you know, that was the other thing. But, yeah. I mean, I like the video, or I like the movie overall. Like, it was well paced, and the villain was good, and, you know, I think Spider-Man was genuinely entertaining, and, you know, had good, like, character stuff, whatever. Definitely recommend anyone to go see it, but we're out of time, so if you like the video, give it a like, and have a great rest of your day.